This is my cute little hideout.
Real hair.
This is human hair. Yeah.
It's very simple, but it's quite...
It's complicated. A home without a mother is a sad, sad place. I do something called kosher ZUMBA. Oh my God, she is my girl.
That's mind-blowing.
There's nothing more than just women. Women are amazing.
When do you start wearing wigs? You grew up as a secular Jew.
Correct.
But then you decided to take it up a notch.
The Hasidic women don't feel a need. No one's telling them that they're not enough. This is a gorgeous wig. It has beautiful streaks. If there's one thing that the world can learn from the Hasidic women is...
What's going on now? Where are we?
Okay, we're in Toby's house. Toby's my sister, the best human in the world.
The oldest human in the world in our family.
No, the oldest human in our family. She has 12 grandchildren and counting. She doesn't look like she has grandchildren. Look at her.
Yeah.
Right?
How's it possible?
Turned on.
No, you're great, Toby. What are you making here?
We're making challah for Shabbos.
Okay, where are we off to? What are we doing?
We're going in between bites because I don't stop eating. We're going to check out a wig place. So you get to see wigs.
The only one that needs a wig here is me.
I love it. We're entering my niece's wig salon. She does all my wigs for me. I purchase all my wigs from her. Hey, hi. How are you? So pretty. So this is a new salon that you just moved to.
Hello. Okay, so you get all these choices.
This is a gorgeous wig. It has beautiful streaks, highlights.
So tell me about wig culture. When do you start wearing wigs?
So after you get married, you need to cover your hair.
Okay. So before marriage, you go with your normal hair out in public.
Before you're married, you can wear your own hair. And then after you get married, you have a choice. You can cover it with a kerchief, you can cover it with a hat, or you can cover it with a wig. Kind of becomes your identity, it kind of becomes who you are, you know? Like that's why I don't change my wigs, because I feel like this is me, so it's my style.
And this is real hair.
This is human hair.
Yeah. It's very simple, but it's quite...
It's complicated.
Complicated, right?
It is complicated. Some people believe that it doesn't make sense if you're taking off, if you're supposed to be covering your own hair, to cover it with somebody else's hair is not. Okay, and some people won't wear wigs. That's for that reason. Thankfully, I'm from the community where we believe that wigs are okay to wear.
All right, I got to jump in here and offer some clarification. Some rabbis think wigs are better because they cover everything. Other rabbis say a kerchief is better. It's very complicated. So people within the community go with what their personal rabbi says. I also want to mention that unfortunately I had to remove a lot of this wig segment. The woman that's pixelated didn't want to be seen or heard in the video. I found out this afterwards. Too bad, because she was awesome on camera. She had a lot of interesting things to say, but I understand and respect her position. A couple of fast facts. Wigs usually cost $600 to $2,500. Some women have one wig, others have many. Most of the wig hair is European.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Look, every community has its strengths and weaknesses. Is there something Hasidic women could teach the world? Is there something you think that maybe others are lacking in some way, shape, or form? Or
right. Well, I just feel like as a woman, don't try to be something else. I think it's okay for women to be women, as in the need to show that we can do everything and that we can be more than just women. What's more than just women? There's nothing more than just women. Women are amazing, and they're so powerful, and they're so great at what they do, at what they were naturally created to do, which is to be mothers and to be nurturers and to be, and there's no need to try and show or prove that you're more. And that's because in the world, I think the people are somehow of the opinion that women are less, or women can't do everything that men can do. So women are so busy trying to prove that they can do what men can do. Stop it. It's okay. You're a woman. You're amazing.
right.
A man can do what he can do, and women can do what they can do best. No guy can do what a woman can do. Why isn't the guy trying to show that he can do what women can do? Why are we only women trying to show that we can do what men can do? What's the point of that? Just be comfortable in your skin, be comfortable of who you are. And I feel like the Hasidic women don't feel a need. No one's telling them that they're not enough. And I know that the world thinks that women in the Hasidic community are oppressed, or they're looked down on, or they're not equal. That is so far from the truth. We are raised to believe that we women are so strong, we're so powerful, we're so amazing, and we run the home. We hold for sound.
Yeah. You run the home?
We're the ones that keep the family together. We're the stable, strong part of the home. Our children need us so badly. A home without a mother is a sad, sad place. And we grow up understanding our role as a beautiful, beautiful thing. And we're not feeling a need to show that we're guys. We're not. It's okay.
Right.
And you know, so I feel like if there's one thing that the world can learn from the Hasidic women is their comfort in their skin, just being women and doing their God-given role, which is natural. Yes, there are women that could be businessmen. Yes, there are women that can even do plumbing. I do plumbing in my house. I change light bulbs. It's not about that. It's not like we're stuck on making sure we do only women's jobs. It's not about that. But we're so comfortable and so happy to be women. No, we're not oppressed. No, we don't feel like we want to be something else. So there are maybe some people who have felt that. But I have to say the majority of women in our community are just so comfortable doing what they were born to do, which is to be mothers and just nurturers and wives. And loving the people around them and helping everybody, and you know, being.
And you're a creator. You create video. You create cinema.
Right. I found that I felt like I needed to use my creative energy.
Yeah.
And I'm an artist, and I do painting, and I'm a dancer, and so I started doing films as like a side thing, but it's something that I do to fulfill my creative side of me. But who I am is not that.
Okay.
Who I am is a mother, is a wife, is a person that's trying my best to be close to God, and as best human that I possibly can be, raising a generation of children that will then continue to make this world a better place. And yeah, there.
Well done.
Okay.
That was a good one. Yeah. You let it loose.
Can we hug?
Yes, we can hug.
Who is this?
This is Chava. Chava is a guitar teacher in the community.
You teach guitar?
Yes, and play and do concerts and perform.
She does performances, and she's an artist, a real artist.
We're a couple of artists here.
Chava taught me guitar, and now she's teaching my kids guitar.
What were you telling me before I had the camera off? When I had the camera off?
That I was not born into the Jewish community here in Boro Park.
Okay.
I came from Manhattan.
Oh.
And I grew up in a secular family with professional musicians as parents. Born Jewish. I had a Christmas tree in my home till I was 12. And my father said maybe it's enough and didn't let us have it anymore. But
So you grew up as a secular Jew,
correct?
But then you decided to take it to up a notch, right?
Big notch, yeah.
Big time. And so tell me why. Tell us why. Why would you do that? And what have you gotten out of it?
Because it's an amazing religion. It's an amazing religion. There's nothing like it out there. I tried Buddhism, I tried Catholicism, I tried a lot of different things. And
what I was telling Peter is that it doesn't really matter what religion. I feel like people that are religious have a better quality of life.
100%.
Because when you're connecting to a higher something.
Everybody says that. They don't realize what they're talking about, though, but that's the truth. When you connect to a power outside yourself, you have a more meaningful feeling in your life, and you realize that you're not in this alone.
I've never heard of it. Someone's a secular Jew, and you basically go to the most extreme.
It happens a lot more than you think.
Really? So you were telling us that someone that finds religion, it's not about themselves, it's about connecting with the higher power.
100%. But in Judaism in particular, if you are a Jew, we believe that there's a deep connection to Judaism. It's in there. You just have to kind of like scratch the surface.
Okay.
In a way, I find her to be more religious and authentic than me. She's wearing a kerchief, which is hard for me to do. I find that what she did is way harder than what I did, because I grew up religious. She didn't grow up religious, and she chose to be religious, and that's not easy. You know, I grew up knowing I was going to cover my hair and wear a wig, so it was something that we did. I took it for granted. And she's wearing a kerchief, which I can't see myself wearing, even though I feel like it's a higher level, because wearing a kerchief isn't as, you know, I don't know, wigs are just...
That's what everybody tells me, but the truth is, I thought wearing a wig would be really weird because I'm basically a hippie at heart.
Okay.
And to hide your hair with another set of hair, it just seemed like, I don't know, oxymoron? I don't know what the word is, but it seemed weird to me. So I said, no, I'm going to just cover it, you know.
Right.
Well, I came at the end of the 60s.
You came in
so I wasn't really too bad.
No, but
for
the
me,
but the 60s ideology.
The spirit, yes.
The spirit, like
yes.
Grateful Dead, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
You were into the Grateful Dead?
A little bit, not so much. I was into more like pop.
Okay.
They were like, I don't know, I guess they're pop. But I don't know, I was more like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix.
So I hired her to be on one of my performances that I did on a stage.
Okay.
And she was the guitarist on stage, and I fell in love with her because she didn't just... Sarah Schweitzer,
amazing singer.
Amazing singer. She was
amazing singers, but nobody knows about them because they're in the community.
They're within the community, right? Yeah. She was playing the guitar, but she wasn't just playing it. She was jumping. She was living. I was like, oh my God, she is my girl. Right?
Remember? Oh yeah, I jumped. I got the whole band to jump.
Everybody was jumping.
And the only thing I didn't do was play behind my back, which I also know how to do.
Oh, you know how to play behind your back?
You do.
Oh my gosh, that's next.
What is the biggest thing you've gotten out of this switch in your life? Coming to the Hasidic community?
A very clear sense of purpose. A very clear sense that I'm here for a reason. I know and I forget about it. Sometimes everybody has problems with, you know, feeling down and sorry for yourself, but I don't let it go beyond a certain point because I know that's not going to last, number one. I'll come out of it tomorrow, and that I'll go back on track to what I need to be doing. Because Hashem has me here for a very specific reason. There's a reason. Hashem's God. Each of us has different fingerprints. Think about that for a second. That's mind-blowing.
Different fingerprints.
Nature, who's capable of something like this? They're
I've
not.
never even thought of it like that.
Nobody has the same fingerprints as me, you, or you. Nobody. Chinese, Puerto Rican, Russian, we all have different fingerprints. If you think about that for a second, it means we all have our reason to be here. Everybody.
All right. This is my cute little hideout. So, this is, by the way, these are hooks. How cute are these hooks? IKEA, $6. All right. Meet my little studio. This is where I give my classes. I'm an aerobics instructor, I'm a dance teacher, and I do something called KOSHER ZUMBA, which is like dancercise. It's basically Zumba, but kosher in that the movements are a little more refined, and the music is not so risque. You know, it's a little more conservative, the music. Also, I give classes on a trampoline, which are great for the joints, but it's an unbelievable workout. So, you know, as I'm getting older and I want to stay fit my whole life, because I pray to God all the time, just keep me fit so I can keep doing what I'm doing, which is teaching girls to dance and whatever. So I need to think about my joints. So trampoline is soft on the joints, just saying.
What's the age range? Who comes here? What ages?
Anywhere from 8 years old to I have some 50 and 60-year-olds in my classes. Okay. Of course, the classes are, you know, age appropriate. Of course.
And this, by the way, is your back garage.
Yeah. This is my garage. It's in the
Their,
back of
their
my
house is over there. The family's house is there, and the
Right.
garage is here, and you set it up very nicely.
Yeah, so I feed my kids supper and I say, bye kids, I'm going to give a class, and I fly out to the garage and I give my class and I come inside sweating, huffing, puffing. Okay, so where were we? Did you do your homework? What's going on next? You know, it's like, I don't have to go too far. I'm giving my classes. So this is us.
That's great.
I feel like it's important for people to, before you make an assumption about a community, get to go into the community.
Right.
I had preconceived notions about many different things in my life that once I got to know, you know, better. It's like when you meet somebody, you don't know who they are until you get to know them, and then all of a sudden they become beautiful.
Right.
You know, you meet somebody and you don't
Sure.
think they're so pretty.
Yeah.
You get to know their personality.
Yeah.
Right? It's a big teaching. In our religion, we believe that beauty comes from within.
Yeah.
You can meet somebody, and you know that's why there's not such a big stress on, you know, that's why, you know, our clothing keeps us covered, because beauty does come from within.
Right. So your point is, before you judge a community, spend some time in it, talk to the people in it. Seems like common sense, right?
Absolutely.
Don't believe the sound bites. Or the only truth, I guess, is through your own eyes, right?
That is true, and if you
I mean,
haven't seen it, you can't say that you've
Right.
seen it with your own eyes.
Right. So with that said, Malky, you've been awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching this.
Ah.
I think, well, I did my best to sort of bring this energy that I've felt in these neighborhoods out to the world.
I think you're doing
And
great.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
for coming in here and being nosy. It's
curious.
great.
I'm curious.
It's
Always
great
want to
have
know
you.
what's around the next corner.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're making movies, but you don't have a link online, right?
So my performances are for women and girls only. You'll find it in stores where
You have to come to the neighborhood.
Yeah, in the
Come to the
neighborhood.
Okay, come to the neighborhood.
Sure. It's okay. No one's taking video of you. It's taking video of me. It's okay.
End of the road. If you want to support this channel, I got a link below, Patreon page, DMing, behind the scenes footage. If you want to get in touch with me, go there. If you want to support the channel. And thanks for coming along. That was fun.
Amazing.
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 Just cool. Go in and listen to people. Go talk to people. The world's not as scary as everyone tells you it is. Okay. Until next one.
Okay.
It's the wall? Is that all right?
Check out this wall.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I love this wall. It just signifies what Brooklyn is.
And it's beautiful.